and an expansion was in the works. The narrow hallway led to several doors constructed of pitted wood as if they were meant to be set in an old Sam Spade movie. Above one he noticed the name clearly imprinted on the glass. C.K. Chang, lawyer. What an understatement. Chang was the right-hand man of the mayor, decision maker, advisor, contact man. What the hell was he doing in a place like this? Sam entered the small office. A short blonde girl with a 36 D cup was seated at an oak-veneered decrepit desk. A 4x3-foot Picasso print hung on the wall immediately behind her, with several scattered Utrillo prints of April showers on a Parisian street. "You are expected, Mr. Cohn," she said. Her desk was bare, except for a phone and a yellow scratch pad. No typing required, thought Sam. His wife was wrong as usual. C.K. sat in a large version of the secretary's desk, in a room that was painted totally brown with bare walls. Next to the desk was a wooden folding chair, which was obviously meant for visitors. A facade, thought Sam, who had seen Chang in his City Hall office, surrounded by drapes, oriental statues, and flat-chested secretaries. Clearly, this office was meant to intimidate, to create an atmosphere of power. A respected businessman stooping to visit this atrocity of a business office would be acutely aware of his own impotence in the face of government. Sam approached the chair facing Chang and noticed immediately the small round cushion with the hole in the center. "He even knows about my hemorrhoids," he said. What efficiency. "Mr. Cohn, what can I do for you?" Bastard, thought Cohn. Felt a stab of pain in his anus. 12 months without a sick bath, and now this. "Mr. Chang, you know I'm a recent visitor to this part of the world, and have operated a small business here for 3 years. Success has followed our opening, and we have been trying to expand into a neighboring building. A number of strange occurrences have prompted my visit to see if we can facilitate our expansion. That is, whether you can help." "Ah, yes," hissed Chang. "I am aware of your attempted expansion. And as you know, the government is delighted to see the investment and expansion of capital into the deprived areas of our city." Pain in the ass, thought Sam. The entire thing is a pain in the ass. "I appreciate the efficiency of your city government," said Sam, "but I have run into certain problems which I've been advised to see you about. Perhaps, if you review these with me, it might be possible to see if anything can be done," said Chang. "Well, as you know, we are expanding our business into a neighboring building. This, of course, requires the installation of new electrical wiring, plumbing, and so forth. In addition, I was told that our help will demand a local toilet, although for the life of me I can't see why they can't walk next door." "Well, who can account for the tastes of individuals?" replied Chang. "Since private toilets appeared in our community, there is no satisfying the demands of labor." "Of course," continued Sam, "there's carpentry work, reconstruction of rooms, moving of furniture, which must be finished by a specific time if we're going to expand and still make money." "Ah, yes, I understand," said Chang. "But certainly this can all be worked out. You must have allocated these responsibilities to expert help." "Absolutely," replied Sam. "We hired Donovan and Sons to do all the work, and they've supervised the designs, made all the arrangements, gotten the materials and permits, and so forth, but there have been a series of unusual occurrences. Perhaps you can be more specific, said Chang. Well, 12 weeks ago, I asked the sanitation department for a special pickup of 12 cartons of trash lined up behind our present building. Last week, as our plumbers unloaded their material, the sanitation truck appeared and hauled away 3 toilets, 2 water coolers, and a bidet requested by the secretary of one of our senior partners. The trash is still there. How unfortunate, mused Chang. I'm sure it can be rectified. In addition, said Sam, our electrical supplier arrived Wednesday to coordinate the wiring of our new addition, and within 10 minutes his truck with all his tools was towed away for illegal parking. But surely you must recognize the necessity for keeping traffic moving on the city streets. I know, said Sam, but he was parked in our parking lot, which, by the way, has received a notice of condemnation for having an entrance onto the city streets without a permit. Oh dear, said Chang. City Ordinance 12A to 32 again. We must do something about that. It is apparent, said Cohn, squirming slightly in his cushioned chair, that the only parking lots which are permissible are those that have no entrance or exits. I admit this may seem like a strange regulation, said Chang, but the parking industry is very powerful in this city. Then came the sewer department. Sam was really getting warmed up now. For some ungodly reason, it appeared that our furniture delivery service truck was parked over a proposed sewer site. Surely, said Chang, a small problem, easily solved by moving the truck a few feet either way. Not so simple, indicated Colin, shifting his weight directly onto his right buttock. Sam continued. It's the way we were notified that made things difficult. We were moving a desk to the second floor of the building when we heard a resounding crash. People were rushing into the streets from all directions, but there was no truck when we came downstairs. Only a large hole in the ground. It cost me $400 to hire a crane to retrieve the truck, and now I'm being sued for 2 late deliveries and obstructing a sewer. Ah, yes. You do seem to have a few problems, replied Chang. It would seem to me that you are in need of a contractor. But we have Donovan & Sons. Aren't they licensed by the city? Surely they build many projects in town. They're large and well respected. Sam was firing at a fever pitch now. All of that, Mr. Collins said Chang. And in addition, they are of the proper political persuasion. As Chang talked, Colin became aware of his orientation. The room was lit by a single chandelier with 2 bulbs missing from the 6 sockets. Adds to the degradation, Colin thought. The brown walls reflected little of the light, so that Chang sat facing him in semi-darkness. But he was alive in his discourse on politics. Rimless glasses accented his enlarged, slanting eyes, wrinkling against the reflected light as he moved his hand from side to side. You see, those of us who have attained political power, he said, have struggled throughout the ranks of the discontented, the job seekers, the vote getters, the hangers-on. We paid our duties in obedience and hard work to attain an element of power. It is our job to make things run, and we mean to see that they don't run without us. Otherwise, the system breaks down. Who would take a job as an assistant commissioner of buildings but an inefficient malcontent? We have developed a more perfect system to guarantee efficiency by making the reward satisfy the requirement of the job. Couldn't you just ask for a raise, said Cone. He was sorry immediately. Cone, you must surely understand that nobody gives a damn what about what assistant commissioner makes. The average person might grumble about paying a few cents more for a loaf of bread. He just passes it on the cost to his customers if he's in business, or through his union to his boss, who then passes it on to his customers. Everybody pays a little more, makes a little more, and the system looks great. But a raise in salary to a city official would have to be passed on as an increase in taxes. You can tell your customers that your costs are high, that they understand, but try to increase your prices because your income taxes are too high, and see what they say about that. How could you argue with